Hi guys, I thought I'd record a little training about Mailchimp. Lots of people have been asking me about my online sales and how I generate them, and I attribute most of the success down to this great little product that's actually free for up to 2,000 contacts. What Mailchimp allows you to do is create an email template which has links through to your online shop, and you can send it as many times as you like through to your contact list. I send one a couple of times a campaign, and I get between 75 and 85% of my orders driven through this. So I thought I'd share with you exactly how you can build a template and use it in your Avon business. So what we're going to look at is how to create a free Mailchimp account, how to create an audience, and an audience is simply just the contacts that you want to communicate with, and how to create an email template linked to your Avon online store, and how to test it.
So we're going to fly through these really quickly. If you open your web browser and go to mailchimp.com, please, and then click the Create Account button, you'll see just on the left-hand side. Then you need to choose an email address, a username and password, and click Get Started. When you do that, Mailchimp's going to send you an email. Okay. If you pop into your email, and you should have an email that looks something like this: "We're glad you're here," and it'll confirm your username. And if you click the Activate Account button, then that'll get you started. Okay. The next thing the Mailchimp's going to do is send you another email with a verification code. You need to get that out of your mailbox and pop it into the field on screen there and hit Submit Verification. And it's just to confirm that you do own that email address and you're not going to be spamming people, which obviously Mailchimp don't like. Then you need to choose the plan. Okay, so we're going to choose the free plan. That's for up to 2,000 contacts, so it takes quite a while to get to 2,000 contacts. So you're not going to be paying any money for this, and you'll be able to use it every campaign to do a mail out to your client base. So once you've chosen free, click the complete button, and then that will move us on to the next steps, where you just simply need to enter your first name and last name and click continue. Then the Mailchimp system wants to know what the name of your business is, so I'll just put my initials and Avon Rep Ipswich. Do you have a website? Yes or no? It's up to you whether you fill that in. Just click continue. You then do need to fill in your address details and phone number. I don't want them contacting me for special details and offers, so I've said no, and then click continue. Do you have any contacts? At this stage, just say no and continue. Would you like to connect it to social media? So the benefit of this, if you connect it to your Facebook or your Twitter, whenever you do a campaign mail out, it can automatically generate a link to go to your Facebook group, your page, your timeline, and your Twitter account. Okay, so it's a great way of communicating out again through social media. So this is a bit of advertising gumph. I'll just click not right now and just move on. And then the system says, yeah, we're good to go. I did subscribe to both of these. It's nice to see some success stories, see how other people are using Mailchimp. And I've had some interesting emails through there. So yeah, I ticked both of those. Now I say, let's go. Okay, so we're almost completed. What the system wants to do now is really import some data. So let's say we've got some data in an Excel spreadsheet. So a first name, a last name, and an email address, and maybe a phone number. Okay, then that could be some data that we import. So if we made it a conscious effort to get the contact details of all of our customers from their order forms, then we could put them in here quite simply. Okay. So if you hit the import from a file button, and then the next thing the system says, how do you want to import it? Well, we're going to copy and paste from a file. So I'm assuming you've got the data in an Excel spreadsheet, and if you have, click continue. Okay, and then we paste it into the cell at the top there, and I'll show you this in a minute on the video using the actual software. And then click the disclaimer that says, I understand that my billing plan may be automatically upgraded. So in other words, if you go over 2,000 contacts, they're going to upgrade you to a billable plan. Click the button, it's called Continue to Match. What the system then wants you to do is tell it what data is in what field. Okay, so simply you're going to map first name, last name, email, and phone number. Simple as that, nothing more to do. And then you're going to click Continue to Organize. Now at this stage we can add some tags to the data. Some people might decide to use this to track the source of the lead. So is it a customer? Was it an inquiry that came from the website, from Facebook? Was it a referral? Did the BDM give you a lead? You know, those sort of things. Okay, so you can track all sorts of data here. And then when you're doing your email campaigns, you can say, well, I only want to send to my customers or to people that I was referred, and you can segment the data. Okay, click Create Continue to Review. System is now saying you're all set to import. Good stuff. Click the import button, and then the system setup is confirmed to you. It shows you the contacts that you imported, and it says that it's all completed. Okay, so let's go and have a look at Mailchimp in action. So we're in the browser here. I'm going to show you the import from a file. This is what we just looked at in the spreadsheet. In slides rather, sorry. I'm going to say copy and paste from a file. And if I come down to my Excel spreadsheet, down here I've got a couple of contacts. All I'm going to do is copy them. So first name, last name, email and phone number. Okay, I'm going to go back up here, say continue. I'm going to paste those details. I'm going to accept that it may take me over my billing plan, so continue to match. And at this stage, the system doesn't know what this data is, I need to tell it. So you choose edit, and you say that this is the first name. Okay, and you choose edit, this is the last name. Choose edit, this is the email address, let's work that out. And then choose edit, and this is the phone number. One from the last field, we just hit save. Okay, so the system now knows where to put all of the data in Mailchimp. So we say continue to organize. Do you want to add some tags? If you wanted to add a tag, it's as simple as saying customer. If there's one there, you can do that. Yeah, there's no tag set up at the moment, so we'll leave that and we'll come back to that later. So we'll say continue to review and then import. Once it's imported them, it adds a summary to the bottom of the screen, and you can see Mike Williams and Sherry both there as contacts that have been imported as part of this session. Nice and simple, nothing to worry about there. So the next thing we might want to look at is generating a campaign, and a campaign will be maybe an email campaign. So if we come to the menu at the top here and choose campaigns, and here we're going to choose create new campaign and email. And we're going to give it a name, and we're going to say it's campaign 6 Avon test. Okay, and say begin.
So here we are about to create our first campaign. And the first thing we need to do is just configure our recipients. So at the moment it's going to be sent to our 2 recipients that we set up earlier. Okay, what you can do here is you can edit recipients and you can filter by tags. So if you had recipients or leads that came in from Facebook and you just wanted to communicate with your Facebook people, you could do that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to say who this has come from. It's defaulting to my name. I'm going to say Mike Williams, Avon sales. Okay, and then save. And then the subject heading here is just something that's going to maybe grab people. Fantastic online only offers for Avon products, something like that. And then you can put a little preview in as well, which people will see if they're just previewing the email, but I'm not going to bother with that for now. Then we need to design the content of the email, and this is really, really simple. But the better you get at this, the better results you're going to get as well. Okay, so we'll click Design Email, and then there are a number of templates you can use. I'm going to use this one here, which is just simply sell products. So it's prepared the template for us, and at the top it's suggesting that we put a company logo in. Okay, so I'm just going to hit the replace option here. And then here are some logos that are already uploaded, but uploading is very simple. It's a matter of hitting the upload option. Okay, you then browse to where your images are. Okay, and then scroll down, pick one that you like, we'll import far away. And there it is, ready to use. But this is the one I'm going to use as the logo, it's the distillery one. I just click and choose insert, and there it is, waiting for me on the system. Okay, we'll put in another product then. So down here we'll put in maybe the cover of the Campaign 6 brochure. That might be quite a nice introduction. So again, we'll click the replace option. Here's the Campaign 6 brochure cover. Choose insert, and that's come in there. And I'm going to change the label from showcase your products to Campaign 6 highlights. And choose save. Okay, so we scroll down a little bit further. You can then see we've got some options here for adding additional photos. So again, you simply just click in the box and you can see there's two columns. So column 1 is here, okay, and you say I'd like to put a product in there. And on this one we'll go with the skin cream and insert, face cream rather. And then we'll choose column 2 and replace. And we'll choose the eye lift product and put that in. Okay, so we've done that. What we might choose to do then is go to our Avon store and then click the Twitter link button, which is opened up down here. And then we're just going to very simply copy that address and go back into Mailchimp, and against the picture I'm going to click the link option and then we'll click insert. Okay, so that product is now linked directly through to the product on the shop. What we can also do, if we scroll down in the shop here, you'll see the descriptions. So you might decide that you'd quite like to put those descriptions in your little campaign here. So you just paste that in and then choose save. Okay, I'm not going to do it for all of the products that are in the template. I'll leave it like that. But what I will do is I'll go to the Start Shopping button here, and in here I'm just going to put in the address to my store. So avon.uk.com/store/Mike Williams. Okay, and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to use it again in a moment and save it. So against the distillery logo, just in case someone clicks on it, I'm going to choose link, and I'm going to paste my store link in there, like so. And I'm going to go back over to the Avon store now, and then back up to the headings at the top and choose online brochure. And then from here I'm going to choose the Twitter link again, which is opened at the bottom of the screen. And there's the Twitter link to take people through to the online brochure. Back into Mailchimp, I'm going to click on the Avon brochure 6 logo and choose link, and then link that through to the brochure page. Okay, so we've got a few bits there. We've got a logo to sort of let people know who we are. We've got a title, we've got the brochure, we've got a couple of products, we've got a start shopping button. You know, I recommend, you know, picking out some of the highlights that are in there and just try and drive some traffic to your shop. But the nicer you look at, the nicer you make it look, the more chance you've got of someone clicking on something. Curiosity is what drives people to click. If you don't give them too much, just give them a little bit, they'll be curious and they'll want to click further to find out, you know, what's what. So the final piece is you can put things like text in here. So if you just drag that across and pop it there, and then you can put in some text, and you might say special offer, free delivery on all orders over £15. Highlight it, make it bold, and pop it into the centre. And then you can change the fonts, just like you would something like Microsoft Word. Maybe a little bit big, It's all in one place, one line. Okay, and then when you're happy, just use save, and then continue. So this is saying that there's some placeholder text in this particular template still, and that's because we haven't completed it. So underneath the face cream, there is some text from the original template that I hadn't removed. So it's just letting me know you haven't completed it. Is it okay to exit anyway? And for the purposes of demonstration, yes, absolutely it is. But if this message popped up, that's implying that there's still some more work for you to do on the template before you can send it. So I'm going to click exit anyway. And then the great thing here is you can then send a test email. Okay, so I've got my email address in there. I'm just going to hit the send test, and that will send me a formatted email through to my mailbox, and I can check to make sure all of the links work correctly. So here we have our test email, and you can see the subject heading. It says test because we are testing it. It says fantastic online only offers for Avon products, and you can see here who it's being sent to. Okay, and then in the body of the email we've got the logo for the distillery that I set up, and then we've got our title, and then we said special offer, free delivery on all orders over £15. If we scroll down, you'll see the brochure 6 cover. You can see the buttons, and then you can see the 2 images, and you can see the text that I copied off the website and popped through onto the campaign. So by no means is this finished, but it does give you an idea exactly how these templates can look. And as I said before, the more curiosity you can put into it, then the more likely you've got people clicking. So don't give them too much, just give them a little bit more, and maybe a ... click here to read more type thing. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this a little bit, and then we'll click on the distillery logo, and you can see on my browser there it's opened up a shortcut to my shop, so you can see that's properly linked. And then if I scroll down, we'll try all the links out, and then we'll click on the campaign 6 brochure image, and you can see that's brought me through to the online brochure on my shop. And then if we scroll down a little bit further, and then we click on the iLift product, you can see that that one is linked straight through to my shop for that particular product. Okay, so creating a template, you can do a very quick one very, very quickly. But I normally spend about an hour every campaign preparing one, especially. I normally copy an existing one that I've done previously and then make the relevant changes to it. But the more time you put in, the more professional it's going to look and the more sales you're going to generate. So I hope that helps. So what we've seen here is a step-by-step how to create a Mailchimp account, how to import contacts from an Excel spreadsheet, so names, phone numbers and email addresses, and how to create a campaign. And the campaign for us was a highlight of a brochure 6, which is the Avon campaign 6. Okay, it was nice and straightforward, and what we actually did was we put some nice pictures into the campaign mail out with links through to our shop and also links through to specific products in the shop. And the benefit there is if someone clicks on it, it's going to be through to your shop, and any sales that get made will be attributed to you, and therefore you'll earn the commission. So hopefully you found that useful. All I've got to say is, let's try and keep our Avon customers happy in these unprecedented times. This is one of the new skills that I think we should all look to learn. Mailchimp is free for up to 2,000 contacts. So, it's not going to cost you anything to do it. It's just going to be a little bit of time that you need to invest each campaign to prepare a glossy summary of the highlights. And if you send it out to people by email, and you've got enough people looking at it, you're going to get orders. Okay? So please communicate every single campaign at least once with all of your customers, and then prepare a glossy looking highlights email with links to your Avon store and products. Avon Online definitely works. I've got over 3,000 customers now in 18 months, and as of today about £39,000 worth of sales through my online store in 18 months, and Mailchimp has certainly helped get my brand as me and Avon out there into households. So we've got this, guys. Good luck and keep safe.